I think it's going to be beautiful.
For people that don't know the Susan Gibson experience, and I really did, I came up to you before we hit the air with this and was like, I don't want to ask you, but I kind of do for people that don't know the story. But several years back, you wrote a song.
20 years. More than 20 years ago.
Was it 20-something years?
It's been 20 years. 2018 was 20 years since the Dixie Chicks record came out.
Wow.
So, I think I wrote the song in '92, maybe. Yeah.
And it became a huge hit, number one hit.
Yeah.
You win all these writers awards that particular year.
Yeah, it was a good year.
And I've read the bio that it changed a lot for you.
For sure, yeah.
But also that you weren't in the songwriting craft when you actually wrote that song.
No, you know what? I found a cassette tape of the first 18 songs I ever wrote that I sent to my mom, and Wide Open Spaces was number 12 on there. And I probably recorded them in order that I wrote them, just because that was the level of my artistic craft at that time. Was like, well, this one is the one I wrote first, so it'll go first on the cassette tape that I record in the basement of my friend Cleve Malmstrom's house, So yeah, it was a really early song for me.
Mind playing it for us?
I don't mind at all. Let me tune it up real quick. You know what I love about that too? I've thought about this a lot, Eric. Is I think if that song would have been, or that event of the Chicks getting that song and putting it on their record would have happened later in my career, I might have thought that I earned it.
Right.
But it happened so early on that it's so clear what a blessing it is, a gift really. And so that's good for me and my ego, is to not think that I somehow deserve that.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of people that are working really hard that never get that kind of a thing going. And so I had some magic around me that year.
And a paycheck that comes in the mailbox every once in a while.
Yeah. That's also what I would wish for my friends that I see working so hard, is just that breathing room to go,
right.
Not feel the pressure of having to write those songs all the, hit after hit after hit. I mean, that's the only one I have, and it was a big one, but it also allows me to write my quirky little songs that aren't going to ever be a big hit, Awesome. So this is a song that is completely autobiographical. I wrote it about making that trip from Amarillo, Texas, that place where the sky comes all the way down to the ground, up to Missoula, Montana, that place where the ground goes all the way up to the sky. And I don't know how many times we drove by Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and never got off the interstate because we were on a mission. Who doesn't know what I'm talking about? Who's never left home? Who's never struck out to find a dream and a life of their own? A place in the clouds, a foundation of stone. Many precede and many will follow. A young girl's dreams no longer hollow. It takes the shape of a place out west. What it holds for her, she hasn't yet guessed. She needs wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. She needs new faces. She knows the high stakes. She traveled this road as a child, wide-eyed and grinning, she never tired. But now she won't be coming back with the rest. If these are life's lessons, she'll take this test. She needs wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. the high stakes. She knows the high. Na 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 na. And as she packs her things, she feels she left something out. Her friends, her family, her dog in this house. She turns around to find her old room bare. Looks at the U-Haul, it has to fit in there. And as her folks drive away, her dad yells, check the oil. That's how they say they love ya. Mom stares out the window, she says, I'm leaving my girl. She said it did not seem like that long ago when she stood there and watched her own folks go. She needed wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. She needs new faces. She knows the high stakes. She knows the high stakes. She knows the high. She knows the high stakes. She knows the high stakes.
Wow. Susan Gibson.